damn, all that trouble. Well, I was talking about the little girl that used to, when the people that lived in the house before us, my parents' house, the guy that lived there was a Burbank cop, and he had a couple kids, and he had this little girl he'd always beat on, and his wife. And he'd put her in the closet, or in the garage for days and days. And when I was like 11, I would go into the garage and just like hang out, you know, so no one could find me, and I'd just sit there and think. It was like a shelf in the back of the closet, and I'd climb up on the shelf and just kick back and sit. Maybe have some matches or, you know, a little flashlight. But usually it was just me and in the garage, and I could see the light coming up under the garage door, and then about 3 feet above that light was a blue mist that I could see going back and forth and back and forth. And I could hear this crying, like a little girl crying, and then she'd be talking to herself, and she'd be crying, and I just watched this mist, and then it would come like right at me and then disappear. But then I could hear her crying behind me, and there was like a wall behind me. There was nothing else. So after that, I started asking around, because I was about 11. And my sister was only like 2 years old, so it wasn't her. So that was pretty freaky. That's the ghost story of my house. But after that, I changed the when I grew up and actually got married the first time to my 17-year-old bride. I was 19. And we had our little son Vincent, and I was going to be in a band. And so I fixed up the garage so it would be a band, so we could rehearse in it and write songs. But and we have here cars full of Armenians all up and down the block. That's always nice. It kind of makes me sick. Anyways, getting back to the garage, I made it into a rehearsal studio. So I was in a few bands. We'd have like 4 Marshall stacks packed in there, and 2 bass cabinets. I mean, big, like 8-10 inch speakers, and a couple of 15s, and full drum set, PA system. It's a 1-car garage, and we're just blowing this friggin' roof off the place. Look at all this noise. Saturday night, and they're having all these dang Armo parties. Well, so that's pretty much that. It was pretty cool. People like 4 houses away would hear. I think your drug dealers are up there waiting for you in the white car. Fucking drug dealers. So there you go. Armo druggies, Armo alkies. Guy across the street wanted to fight me once because he's some punk. These guys in this house, 3 brothers, are all drug addicts. My friend Gary lives up there. Look at a nice cup rolling down the street. Just trash. Trash, trash, trash. That house is built by like a family of 5 Mexicans. A husband, wife, a son, and a daughter. I think another son. They built that whole house, and then these other people bought it. Armenian father, a husband, and a Mexican mother. And this guy built this giant house next to it with a big window. That was the selling point, so you could see the big mountains. And then he built his big monstrosity blocking that window. They tried to sue. They couldn't do anything. So poop, 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 crap. It's all up and down the street. These people are nice, but they build a gigantic, horrible, stinky house too. No place to park. I remember when the cars are up and down the street like this, and cars parked on this lawn for after parties. But that was me. And that would only go until like 6 or 7 in the morning. Then everybody'd clear out. Except for like garage full of people sleeping. Alright, I'm cutting this one off at 5 minutes because the other one went 17. It had a bunch of cool stories, and you can't hear it because it's over the 15-minute limit for stupid YouTube. I gotta figure out how to edit some of these. You guys are missing out on good material. Alright, I'm home. It's me, man. See you later. Look at my new cane. My new Bubba stick. Let's get into the light here so you can see it. It's got a chrome handle. It's got my initials in it. See if you can see that. MDS. MDS. I got a leather strap attached to it. It's all black. And on the bottom, you can pull off this tip. And that's either for hiking or putting holes into skulls of people that are bothering you. Kind of let their brain drain out a little bit. Or hiking. So that's for bashing. And as for bashing, because it's a pure brass with chrome, polished chrome on it, and then the spike at the end. Love it. So here comes 3 carloads of Armos for more partying time. Woohoo, let's get down and party and make noise for something. We got moon up there. That moon means there's gonna be some vampire action down here tonight. Sucking some Armenian blood out. That's a cool moon. Should have had that moon showing when I was telling about the girl. But that blue, you see that blue? That's kind of like the blue mist that I saw. Her floating around. Little girl who used to live here. Burbank cop was the father. What's wrong with Burbank cops? They're idiots. And I'm Republican. I'm like all for, you know, the military and policemen, highway patrol I like. And usually, you know, cops. But Burbank cops are just idiots. They're spoiled. Because they have a peaceful city, nothing to do. But wherever there's action, they just avoid it because they don't paperwork they don't like. Like when this house got burglarized by someone I knew, because I knew him, they wouldn't do anything about it. They said, "Oh, you guys work it out." I said, he stole all the money, ate all the food, and lived in here for 2 weeks while my family was gone on vacation. To me, that is illegal. And I took him down to the bush this scumbag Richard Alleman was living in, and they wouldn't do anything. And then Richard came up here, and I got my friggin' Glock, and I chased him off the friggin' property. I haven't seen that scumbag since. But if you see this, Richard Alleman, you bag of dirt, you owe me money for the truck that you got, my truck you got impounded when I told you, yes, you can borrow the truck to go to an interview for a job. And it turns out he went to a bar, got drunk, and then got pulled over, DUI, and my car impounded. I had to get it out. I let him sit in jail, though. He's an idiot. Never trust Richard Alleman, ever. He's going to be dirt from now till the day he dies. Some people are just like that. Oh, well. What's this? What's this all going on up here? It's like a little... Now it's a whole row of cars trying to decide where they're going to park their overpriced, stupid mobiles. It looks like people here and here are having parties. Maybe I can report all this. Alright, I'm going in. See you later. Hasta la vista, baby.